passionately green. It ain't no wonder. WrestleShoot podcast of thunderous thunder.
Fuck yeah. Kevin goddamn Sullivan.
Legend.
And it wasn't a big shock to the community that he passed. Everybody knew that he was sick. And at least he got to go out with his family around him. So let's give it up for a great career, a hell of a legacy, Mr. Sullivan. Yes, sir. Now, before moving on, Chris, I think we need to go ahead and get right down to promoting what's happening this Sunday, baby. This Sunday, Gut Shank Theater. Yes, sir. Gut Shank Theater live coming at you. What are we going to watch? I don't know. Maybe this one?
Ooh.
This is Jack Burton in the Pork Chop Express, and I'm talking to whoever's listening out there.
It's a pretty amazing planet we live on here, and a man would have to be some kind of fool to think we're all alone in this universe.
There is a hidden world where ancient evil weaves a modern mystery.
What's going on here? Is this some kind of
magic? The darkest magic.
They call it Little China.
Finally, we shall bring order out of chaos.
It's where Big Trouble was waiting for Jack Burton.
Who? Jack Burton. Me.
Jack?
Jack?
Jack!
They told him to go to hell.
You make one move.
And that's just where he's going.
Somebody, I don't care who, tell me what is going on.
How are you gonna spring us?
I have no idea.
Well, you know what Jack Barton always says, Gut Shank Theater. It'll shank you right in the fart pipe.
What a great movie, man. I love Jack Burton. Who wants I want to be Jack Burton. I think everybody does.
Driving that truck around. Yo, Steven, my dude, just started his own business. He's going to be doing appraisals on or inspections on houses. So good for him, man.
Nice.
Living that American dream and moving on. So what's up, baby? We're back on our new relaunched version of WrestleShoot. What's going on, Chrissy?
Just drink a little cab right now.
All right.
Sipping on some cab.
So you told me before the show something's on your mind. What's up, sweetie?
Fuck, you know what? I've been streaming about this the last couple of weeks. You know, I want to get back to this Bret Hart, Ric Flair thing.
Seriously?
Yeah. I gotta.
Okay.
You keep saying that Flair is above him, and I don't know, man. I think they're pretty damn close.
Is.
But I think Flair has promos on him. I think that's really the only thing he really fucking has.
But that's okay. So he has that on Bret. That makes Flair a better worker.
I think. Well, if you do all the categories, I think Bret's a better technical wrestler than Flair.
But Flair could still technically wrestle. I mean, when Bret cuts a fucking promo, oh God, you know what, dude?
His
You're
promos
making
are
my-
atrocious. I get it, but if we do like a whole category of rankings, we can go charisma, promo, technical, fucking everything. We can put it all thing. I bet you Brett would come out even with Flair, maybe a little bit
You
above.
think Brett comes out with Flair on charisma?
No, I never said charisma. I just said I'm doing categories.
Yeah, charisma was one of the categories. Brett can't match Flair. Fuck.
No,
You know what,
no.
dude? You know what, Chris?
No, I didn't say charisma. What I said was what I said. If you had all the categories, I'm not saying Brett beats him in charisma. I'm just saying I'm listing different things and you put them all in there, rank them. I'm saying after the overall rankings, I think Brett may come on top, or he could be even. I'm not saying I don't think he's below Flair. I just don't.
I don't believe you. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get a second goddamn opinion here. We're going to bring in our boy, Derek Reynolds, and he is going to shed some light on this.
Oh, man, I think I gotta go with Chris on this one.
No.
I'm sorry. If you put out every category of what makes a great worker, I honestly think they'd be dead even. Flair definitely has the promos for sure,
right?
And the charisma.
Then they're not dead even, are they?
But I'm talking like Chris is saying, if you add up everything for each person, once it comes out, it's going to be dead even.
So, okay, I'm going to try this from a different angle because now what you're saying is starting to make a little bit more sense. I heard it from both of you. So let's do this. You guys are going to say who your pick is. In-ring ability.
Brett.
Having an actual match.
Ooh, man, that's a tough one.
Okay.
I have Brett.
I'm going to go with Flair on that one.
Me too. Okay, moving on. Look, to how do they look going to the ring, in the ring? Brett or Flair?
Brett. Brett has that overall look.
Yeah, Brett.
Okay.
I know Flair's got that great presentation with all the robes and stuff, but Brett just, I don't know, for being a shy person, so to speak, as far as like promos and stuff, he exuded confidence when he walked to the ring.
I agree. And heel Brett was way better.
Yes. 90s heel Brett, not 80s heel Brett.
Right, 90s, yes.
What's wrong with Old Heart Foundation, Big Round Aviators? Go, Brett.
Nothing wrong with it, but the confidence was more there in the 90s than in the 80s because they weren't giving him a chance to shine as that single star in the 80s heel run.
Yeah.
Charisma.
Flair.
First,
Flair.
let's define, let's as a group, what we're going to say charisma is. Chris, what's the first category you have for charisma?
I think honestly is you can be able to let it flow at any time. Interviews, reaction, interaction with the crowd, get them really behind you. That's my definition of charisma, but everybody's got their different definitions. So
Have them eaten out of your hand like meatloaf if you're a baby or a heel, right?
And Flair was the best at that.
Okay.
One of the best.
Derek, what say you?
I agree 100%. Only because I cannot remember the exact quote Pauly Shore said in Son-in-Law for charisma.
Okay.
Oh,
Promos. Promos.
Oh,
I gotta say Flair.
Of
Flair.
course it's fucking Flair. Longevity.
That is a tough call. That's a very tough call.
Who got the, if they could both stay in their prime, whose legs are the strongest? Who could keep selling the most merch?
Longevity. That is fucking tough because Brett internationally was freaking phenomenal in merch.
Well, so was Flair though, like mainly in Japan.
They couldn't
Japan
top Brett,
or
so
States.
Brett was great, especially in Europe.
Yeah, Brett was the man in Europe.
So what I've got this stacked up, Flair 4-2. So how is Brett a better worker than Flair?
Flair it's 2-2. Where do you get 4
Oh,
at?
it's not 2-2. You guys went all it. Wait, fuck. I was keeping count on this finger for how many
You missed
I
your
was
categories.
and I had 4. We had 6 categories.
We're on number 5 right now.
Are we on number 5 right now? So it's 3-2.
I think it's 2-2. We're not.
Have
We haven't
we-
decided. We haven't
Okay.
decided 5 yet.
Okay, hang on. Let's start this one over. No, let's not start this over. Fuck this. I say Flair. I say Flair is the better worker. You guys say Brett the Hitman Hart is actually better than the Nature Boy. I say you're crazy, but God damn it, this is America. We can say what we want to out here.
And Brett got hurt too early in his career too. Who knows how many more years he could have actually worked in the ring.
Now, that's a really goddamn good point, too.
It's a good point. I'll say this, though. Both of them could have a great match with a broomstick. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they could both put a mop over and make it look real. Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So, Derek, I have a question for you specifically now.
Nope.
And it's a question I haven't asked for a while. Chris, you might remember this. Because I've been sitting and I've been ruminating on it and trying to ignore it. I just can't get it out of my head. So, Derek, why do you think that Paul Roma is a fucking coward and won't man up and face me like a dude? That's right, Paul Roma. I know it's been a minute. You probably thought I forgot about you. You want to be some bitch. Look at you. Look at you. You're probably wishing you looked this good. Instead, you look like what would happen if like Paul Roma and Mr. Potato Head fucked. It would spit what you look like right now out. So, Derek, why do you think Paul Roma is a chicken shit dago fuck that won't face me like a man?
Yeah.
You just said it right there. He's chicken shit.
That's right. That's right.
I personally, I've never met the man, but I have like 1% respect for Paul Roma. And that's putting it kindly. I never dug his in-ring work. I don't think I've ever seen him cut a promo. Well, I take that back. I seen Power and Glory promos, and he did do most of the talking. I wasn't sold.
Poor Herc. The most over Hercules ever was, though, right? In Power and Glory.
Man, probably, but I dug Herc's single stuff. I'm a big Hercules fan. I loved Hercules.
Hercules.
I missed him. I really wish he was still around.
Yeah.
You know, Chris, I haven't heard your recent take on why exactly Paul Roma is a pussy and won't face me. I would love to hear if your opinion has changed at all over the last year.
No, I don't think it's really changed. We give him plenty of opportunities to reach out. I think you've even tried to message him a couple times.
That's right, Paul, you pussy.
And
listen up.
What you call it? In the beginning, I thought Paul wasn't scared, but it's been almost 2 years, and I mean
2 years. Even Arn Anderson responded to Daniel Tosh quicker. 2 years.
He did.
You dago coward. You are not olive skinned. You are yellow.
So I think he's afraid now. I really do. He would have responded. So my opinion's changed.
Thank you, Chris. Goddamn right, Paul.
And you know what?
Cunt.
Paul Roma had no business being a horseman.
Oh, worst horseman.
Oh, God. No shit. Yeah, no shit, Roma, you forgotten horseman. Dude, if you were a horseman, I would take your old ass to the glue factory and put you down. Because the horsemen were the best thing going till you showed up. And then you fucked everything all up. For Christ's sakes, Luger was a better horseman than you pussy.
I was talking to you guys off air about Paul and a show that I saw him at. During that show, J.J. Dillon was also there, and they flashed the four fingers to each other, and I was just like, that had to break JJ's. It really had to break his heart to
Why
do
would
that.
he do that?
Poor
Why would he
JJ.
do that?
I don't know.
That's why. Momentary insanity. Jesus Christ.
I heard he was a last minute replacement though when Tully didn't show because something about a payday or something, and
Right.
he wasn't happy, and Tully said he didn't show up, so they brought Paul Roman like last minute to throw. He just to throw together, like really
I've heard that same story. It was Slamboree '93.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yeah,
Hey,
they had made plans to regroup the Horsemen. They reached out to Tully. I think that is the story, that he wasn't agreeable with the payday. Said, no way. And they reached out to Roma. I guess he was in the area for Slamboree at the time, and it just, it didn't make any sense to me. But here we are, X amount of
Paul
years.
Roma's a whore.
Arn and Tully, was it Arn and Roma were teaming? I think that was terrible. Poor Arn Anderson.
Poor Arn, and poor Paul Orndorff too.
That's right. They were a tag team. Forgot about them.
Yeah, and they were tag team champions multiple times. Like, WCW was trying to push Roma to the moon, and the fans weren't even buying it.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Oh, how weird. Some of our broadcasting destinations got edited out. Fuck, let me connect those real quick. I was wondering why the viewership was so low.
The hell? We got a good story. We got some good shit going on right now.
I know, dude. Goddamn. I said, goddamn, son. Goddamn. Give me a second here. And we're broadcasting on some shit that we shouldn't be. What the hell is going on?
So, Rob, I think Paul Roman's not going to get back to you.
I think that maybe then I'm going to have to go get the Paul Roma, huh?
Yep.
I think I have a way to do that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The gentleman that ran that show that I saw Roma at was a former WWE enhancement talent, Brian Costello, and he lives in South Bend, Indiana. I have him on Facebook, or do I have? I think I follow him. I don't think he accepted my friend request, but I am following him. I can probably float you his name, and I think he books Roma all the time. Or at least year.
Now it's getting interesting, son.
Yeah. I think we need to figure that out. That'd be great. I'd love to get Roma on the show.
Oh, yeah. Fuck Paul Roma. Fuck you and your stupid ass. Chris, let's take just a hot second, if you don't mind. There we go. Now some things are happening. All right. So if you don't mind, Chris, I would just like to go ahead and play this quick little network promo.
All right.
Antisocial. Why are they so antisocial?
The Antisocial Network. So what the hell do you expect? It says antisocial right in the name. So don't you blame me. You're the asshole washing.
Okay, let's go, honey. Please don't upset the clown.
Oh, I love stupid little shits like that.
That's great.
Bravo. All right, so let's talk about what you do out there in the old land of Indian and Annas.
Indian and Anna. Actually, I'm an Illinoisan.
Son of a bitch! I knew that. Damn it!
It's all right. Same time zone. Well, technically, a portion of Indiana is the same time zone. They're kind of stupid. They divide their state in like 3/4 is one time zone, 1/4 is my time zone.
So, yes, Indiana, we love you. He doesn't speak first. Shut the fuck up, man. We need as many states as we can get.
No, don't get me wrong. I love Indiana. I used to work there several jobs. As far as the time zone thing, they are stupid.
Oh, yeah. All right. Fair enough.
All right.
So, who are you working for right now? I think we already know.
I am working for Defiant Pro Wrestling, ran by DOC and Ms. Behaven. I've been with them for a little over a year now. We ran our first show last January. We just had our last show last Sunday, and we were running against very stiff competition that day. We had a festival going on in one town that was about a half hour away, a fair going on in another town that was about a half hour away. We stiff competition.
I get it. I get real quick. One time, Chris and I had a show booked. We thought, you know what? We're running against Brooks and Dunn. They're going to be playing at the amphitheater not too far down the way. We've already booked it. I think we can compete with Brooks and Dunn because we have such a hardcore wrestling fan base. And then when we went and checked into our hotel, I got to chatting to the guy in front of me in line. He said, "Oh yeah, I'm here for the concert tonight. I'm with the band." And I said, "Oh, you're with Brooks and Dunn?" He goes, "Oh no, they're not doing the show tonight. It's Sammy Hagar." Fuck.
We got obliterated.
2 people paid to come see the show. And we still did the whole. I mean, we had like 15 people there with all the comps. We had 2 paid. We still did the goddamn show though.
I mean, hey, the show must go on.
Even though the Red Rocker blew our doors off, dude. Whew.
I hate to say it, I probably would have picked Sammy.
I would have picked Sammy.
Yeah, me too.
I'd been like, hey, Chris, fuck that show. Let's go to the concert.
Yeah, we're done. See you guys.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and wrestle.
The bad part is the night before our show last Sunday, Sammy played at the Tinley Park Amphitheater, and I couldn't go because I had to work.
Oh, bummer.
I've missed every opportunity I have ever come across to see Sammy, whether it be money, work, just anything. Anything that has happened to block me from seeing Sammy has happened.
That's like me getting out to Kiss. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I would have loved to have seen Kiss once, but I don't know. I'm kind of glad I never got to be honest.
Between Kiss and Alice Cooper, those are the 2 most amazing spectacles I have ever seen. Constantly.
I have not seen either one. Alice Cooper is the same story as Sammy. Just something always comes up, which I can't go.
I've always changed plans for those 2 acts, Cooper or Kiss. I don't care what I have going on. I'm doing this.
Honestly, if it was a fact of I could change plans, yes, I would. But
no, that's not true. Well, Chris, I totally forgot we were going to go to Kiss once, and I went to LA for something.
Yeah, that was like in early 2000s, right?
Yeah, I don't remember why I was there, but I was like, "Oh my god!" You're like, "Yeah, you ready for Kiss?" Like, well, that's today. Fuck. Whoops.
Yep.
My bad.
Damn,
God, we've been running around too long.
Well,
all right.
I have seen Ozzy 5 times, so there's that.
I saw Ozzy once, and I don't believe it was a good Ozzy performance. Chris, who's your favorite metal act you've seen?
I would say metal. I know they're more like metal. I think they're more rock. I would say Aerosmith is one of my favorite bands.
And they're great live.
Yeah, Aerosmith's great. Unfortunately, you probably heard about the tour got canceled and retired. So
that was another one I never got to see.
Oh, bummer. Judas Priest. Anyway, this isn't Metal Shoot. This is WrestleShoot.
Just to get up on that.
But I will say, Chris, those rock and wrestling shows we used to do back in Modesto, those were fucking good shows, man.
Fuck yeah, they were.
Oh yeah, they were. They were, I think, every bit the embodiment of the Body Slam movie.
Body Slam. I love that movie.
Licks of kicks.
Licks of kicks. Everybody who's just joining us, sorry, hang on a second, Mickey. Yeah, come in now.
Oh.
Mickey just sent me a message, said, did I screw up? Are you guys on? Or like, yeah, we're on. My bad. My bad. So everybody just joining us, thanks for joining us late in the show. So let's get into this then, buddy. What's your so far in your wrestling career? What's your greatest moment?
Ooh, that's
So
a good one.
far, probably meeting Brian Pillman Jr. right before he got signed with WWE. We did a show, a Defiant show. We brought in some AEW Dark Stars, and Pillman was the only one who was on the main roster who did the show. And I think it was like maybe a month or two later he signed with WWE.
Okay.
And so a little quick story with that too. As soon as he showed up to the building, I pulled him off to the side and I said, "I have something for you." And he's like, "What's that?" I pulled out a ticket stub from my
dick. Oh, sorry.
I pulled out a ticket stub from a WWE house show in 1997, which was the last show his dad wrestled in Illinois. And it was exactly 1 week before his death. And I gave it to Junior, and he said, "I will keep this with me forever." And then about 2 weeks later, he actually tweeted about it on his Twitter account, or X, whatever the hell it's called now. It's all still Twitter to me.
Yeah. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, I thought it was badass. I mean, I never expected him to tweet about it. I just thought, humble guy, I'm going to keep it with me forever. And when he posted it on Twitter, he was asking, how to preserve it, make sure it didn't fall apart. I'm thinking to myself, man, if it ain't falling apart by now, it ain't ever going to fall apart.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Nice.
It built things to last.
Right?
You got something, Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, how did you get in the business?
Well, so I've been a fan since 1989. In 2014, my dad had passed away in December, and I was in a real big funk. And a buddy of mine who wrestled at the time wanted to take me to a show the following February. And we drove 4 hours to Albion, Illinois for this show. And it was at that show that I met DOC and Ms. Behaven. So I became friendly with them. You guys know about DOC's accident. I remember him talking about it when he was on. So after that accident, he decided to do a benefit show at his house. And I contacted him and I asked if he needed a ring announcer. And he was like, "No, I think I've got it covered." I'm like, "Okay." I waited a couple days and I got a hold of Ms. Behaven. And I'm like, "Hey, do you need a ring announcer?" She's like, "Yeah, are you comfortable on a mic in front of a crowd?" I'm like, "Hun, I do karaoke. It's fine. I don't mind." Right. And she's like, "Yeah, we'll use you." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I brought my son with me to these shows, and I had my suit all packed in a bag, had it hidden in the back of my truck. And I asked DOC, I'm like, "Hey, when time comes for me to change, give me somewhere private. I want to make this kind of a surprise for my son that I'm doing this." And he's like, "Okay." I get changed. I go out. I walk up to my son, and he's like, "Are you announcing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I sure am." So I announced this show, and everyone is so blown away. They're asking me how long I've been announcing, where I announce at, and I'm just like, "This is my first time doing it. Never before have I done it." And they're all like, "No, you had to have done it before." I'm like, "No, seriously, first time. Honest to God." So DOC and Ms. B were impressed, and when they started up Defiant, I asked if they wanted to use me some more, and they were like, "Hell yeah." I've been with them ever since.
Boom. That's how you do it.
Good shit, man. Good shit.
Hey, there he is, finally.
Hey,
he had
Mickey.
to get the whole page refreshed. All right, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fun. So I think one of my favorite. What's that, Chris?
What's no, I know you. Oh, I know you're gonna want to ask some controversial questions. So.
No, I'm having a memory, and I think maybe it was Ron Head, and I think you were with me where we were tag teaming, and the announcing was just so bad that we took the microphone from him, handed it to our manager, went in the back again, and had him announce it. Was that me and you?
Yeah, it was us. Yes.
Yeah. And we made our, he said, because this guy is such a horrible ring announcer. And then he re-announced us. We made the DJ start a fucking music over everything.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad, though, if the announcing is that bad.
And you know, if it's just, it's flat, like if the crowd is having a conversation when you're calling the next match, maybe you should be a ref. That's all.
Yeah.
You know, there's still something for you in the business, ring crew, something, ring a bell. But if you get on the stick and nobody's listening to what you're saying, then take the microphone from that guy.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. Even though I've only been in the business a year, I wholeheartedly agree. What I like to do, I like to get the crowd going before I even come out the curtain. And then I'll try and keep them going. I high five the audience as I walk around the ring. Even though some of them don't high five me back. Like the last show, I had a girl stick out her hand, and then at the last second, she did the whole nope.
Psych.
Yep. And I don't care. I mean, they paid their money. They can do what they want. They don't have to give me a high five. Maybe they're germaphobes. I don't know. Yeah.
I hate to keep going back to us, but I've got two great Casanova stories. The first one was we were usually the heels, and some fan reached out to slap hands, and then I went to slap her hand, and she did that psych to me, and Chris stopped and looked at her and said, "I'll break that fucking arm," and then kept walking to the ring. The second one, Chris was doing a singles match, going to the ring, and some juggalo fan chick was sitting there at ringside, and she spit at him. Whole time, dumb bitch had a plate.
My cheek, right here.
A fresh plate of hot nachos in her hand, almost presented as she spit at him, and he went right in her fucking face. Favorite Casanova, some of my favorite Casanova memories.
You know, I am I'm a firm believer that, fans can say what they want, do what they want, but don't touch the talent unless it's given a high five. Don't spit, don't throw things. When I was young, well, I was 18 at the time. I did that, and I am thankful that I didn't get my ass beat because, and to be fair, I don't know if he remembers it or not, but the guy that I did it to is a great friend of mine now who runs his own promotion. I think I'll bring that up to him someday, see if he even remembers it. But yeah, I did that one time, and like I said, I'm thankful I did not get my ass beat. So lesson learned, even without the lesson being learned.
Oh yeah, I mean, I remember back in the old days, like way back yesteryear, back when me and Chris were still young. Sometimes the ring announcers would say, "Do not touch the wrestlers," and they won't touch you. And then they've been warned. So our attitude was always, "You've been warned. If you get out there and you try to push me around, you try to get physical with me, I'm gonna beat your ass because you've been warned."
Yeah. Actually, our very first show, I did that same thing. I made the announcement, don't touch the wrestlers unless you're given a high five or something. Don't throw anything in the ring. I've never done it since, but I just thought it was a nice emphasis on that first show since we're a brand new promotion.
We wouldn't be happy unless people were throwing shit at us in the ring.
Well, okay, there's certain things that are okay. Paper bags or plastic bottles, that's one thing. But if you're throwing batteries or, hard objects that can hurt the workers, that's a no-no.
It can cause damage.
Yeah.
I saw a funny as fuck cartoon online the other day, and it was Batman giving parental advice. He says, every time you yell at your child, put a quarter in the swear sock. Eventually, you'll have a weapon. And you won't have to yell anymore.
Wow.
I don't even know why that just came to me, but it was hilarious. Oh, shit.
Funny.
So what do you guys at Defiant have coming up next?
Our next show is at the Harvest Days Festival, September 19th, which is a Thursday, I believe. It's a totally free show. Anyone that's attending the Harvest Days can go to it. We're doing it's called Harvest Wars, where the fans, I guess the concept is the fans are going to pick their colors of the tractors. It's a farm community. So we're going to have red, blue, green, and orange. And I think what the plan is, we're going to have a tournament of some sort and see what color comes out on top. After that, on October 12th, I believe, I'll have to check my calendar to make sure, but we are running a show in Kankakee, outskirts of Kankakee, Illinois, at the Office Bar and Grill. It's going to be pretty much an all-day thing. We're going to do a trunk or treat in the parking lot during the day for the kids, small pop-up matches during the day, and at night, 21 and over show, and I'm excited about that.
Nice.
Those are the best.
We got to get our asses out there for some of the Defiant shows.
Yeah, that'd be wild. Pardon the pun.
I see what you did there.
It was totally not even on purpose.
And speaking of Defiant and misbehaving in particular, guys, let's not forget that she's going to be bringing her own brand of insanity on over here to the Antisocial Network. It's going to be Red Rum, our very unhinged version of The View, is what I always call it. She hasn't told me to knock that shit off yet, so I'm not gonna. Or hopefully they don't get political, because those four ladies are going to have so much crazy shit to talk about. And we all know how women talk. The subjects jump so sporadically, so dramatically. I think it's going to be fascinating as fuck. I can't wait to produce it. I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm going to watch it.
And then, of course, Sunday, let's not forget, we got Gutshank Theater coming up. And I believe old Mr. Reynolds is going to be joining us for that. So we can shank you in the first.
Oh, Derek Reynolds won't be joining, but my good friend Josh Hammondy will.
Oh, shit. The gimmick is coming out with the gimmick.
Nice.
So we're going to take it home, Chris. We good?
Oh, I think Reynolds said something.
I'm sorry. We're all talking at once. I said Josh is the movie guy. Derek is the wrestling guy.
Gotcha. And the movie guy is going to watch Big Trouble in Little China. Oh, fuck. I'm going to get us canceled. I take it back. I respect the Asian community. Wait a minute. Fuck that. We're WrestleShoot. We don't take shit back ever. Fuck you. Cancel us. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Cancel me. Do it!